Alright, look. So today, real quick, I'm gonna talk about well, first, let me say, like, sometimes this shit can be hard to be consistent when I haven't done it for that long. I know it seems so easy uploading one video a day, but sometimes you just forget in the day. Sometimes your day changes. You wake up early, you prioritize all the stuff that you gotta do, and then nighttime comes and you accidentally fall asleep. And now you're like, fuck, I didn't upload my video, or I didn't do whatever I had to do. So it sometimes could be hard, but I'm getting better, and I'm trying to be more consistent of it and not posting some like little half-ass upload. But I mean, I'll get there, and you know what? Whatever I'm meant to upload, I will upload. That's what's gonna end up happening regardless. So I just wanted to point that out there. But I think what I'm gonna talk about is, so much like I talk about, like, preparing and letting things happen the way they're supposed to. And I talked about the bike already. I shown the bike, I done all that kind of stuff. And just like I thought I had everything figured out with the bike, now I look at it and I'm like, man, you know what? I don't like this. And I should be done with the bike already. I'm already there, I got places I gotta take the bike, and now last minute I'm like, shit, I don't really like that. So look how it happens. Like, I could just throw the bike out there, and not have it not how I like, not in my mind the perfection part of it that I see it. And even though it ain't gonna be perfect, but you have a vision for whatever you want to do. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to achieve, like my vision and how I think everything fits perfect. And just like how I said I had it figured out, I was like, man, this looks good. Like, it didn't go how I wanted. And now I'm like, man, now I should order some new parts. Now I got to do this real last minute. This is my last week to do it. It's got to be done by this week. And however it ends up being is however it ends up being. And I know I'll do what I got to do, and it'll come out how I want it to come out. But it's just a little bit of a hassle sometimes. So don't always think like, look, you could be in a situation when you're like, oh, it's not working right, and then it works out, and then you have to stand back again after and be like, man, you know what? I thought it was finished, but it ain't finished yet, and I gotta reevaluate the situation again. That's how life is, and that's okay though. Like I said, like, just go with the flow of God's plan. Like, if it ain't meant to happen, even when you thought you were finished, man, obviously your work ain't done yet, and you still got a little bit more left, and that goes for anything. So just don't give up, and have faith in whatever you're trying to achieve. And just remember that God has a reason for why you're still working on it and perfecting it, because it just ain't ready to be complete. Whether you're trying to achieve your dream job, your dream school, relationship, like, all that stuff takes time to get to the top of where you're supposed to be. Like, if you, like, for me, I'm a welder, right? Man, I want to be like, I charge 150 an hour, 100 hour for me to come and weld. Like, I know people who charge that. I've charged $100 an hour before, but maybe I shouldn't have, because I wasn't there and I lacked things. I lacked knowledge. I lacked experience. Even though I know I can charge because I got my license and XYZ, but maybe I wasn't ready to. And all those things come with time. It takes time to, like, get more experience, because you might be in a predicament, and, like, you're like, okay, like, I'm doing this for 50 an hour, and you're doing it, and there's, like, things where you don't really know what to do, and, like, you're learning as you go, and, like, maybe part of it comes a little messed up, but you try to fix it and it comes out okay. But then the 100 an hour guy comes in and just blows it away, and, like, he knows exactly what to do, blah blah blah. And you look at him and you're like, okay, that's why you get the $100 an hour. Now let me watch what you do so I could achieve that down the road. And that's all it is. Like, everything will fall into place when it does. Like the relationship, it's like you go through these tribulations, you go through these tests and everything, and you stand through it. You stand through it with your girl or with your boy. And not boy or girl like young ass fools, but like, like your lady or your man. Like, you tough it out. You pump your chest out, fool. You toughen up and you get through it. And if you don't, you don't. But if you do, that's what God wanted you to get through. And sometimes it don't always work out how you're expecting in the situation. Oh, why can't I do this with her? Oh, why can't I do this with him? Or why does it have to be like this? Or blah blah blah. But there's a reason for all of that. Like, there's a reason. Like, God is, like, telling you, hey bro, like, I know you think like this shit's all against you, but, like, there's a reason, like, why this is happening. You just don't know it yet. Or maybe you do, or maybe you don't. But just remember that, and just sit back and be like, okay, this ain't always gonna be forever. And that's all you gotta realize is, whatever situation you're in ain't always gonna be forever, and that's all you got to think about. And you can be the deciding factor in your situation. Like, you're wondering why this shit ain't working out. Well, take a look at yourself, and I don't mean that in like a bad way, like do whatever for you, but like take a look at yourself and look at yourself and think, is there anything I could be doing to benefit the situation more? Is there anything more I could bring to the table to fix this issue, to have it go in the way more of what I want? And if you've already done that and you've done all the things, well, then your answer's right there, and just wait on God. But if you haven't, sit back and look at everything. Sit back and think, well, man, maybe I should do this more. Maybe this will help. Or maybe this, blah, blah, blah. Maybe God's testing my faith. Maybe God is doing this or that. Sit back and think, because I bet you if you sit back and think and really pray, like, you'll find out why it's holding you back. And if you don't know why it's holding you back, maybe you ain't ready to learn it, or maybe you haven't understood everything about the situation yet. But if you realize, and after, let's say you go through everything, if you look at it and say, well, there ain't really nothing holding me back, it's just time. Well, then just have patience and have faith in God that everything will work out for you. And just like this bike, man. Like I said in the beginning, this bike was supposed to be done at the end of November. December 1st, I was supposed to spend all of December selling raffle tickets, using Christmas to my advantage. Hey, buy a ticket, maybe you win it for your son or your nephew, whatever, daughter, girlfriend, whatever, or yourself. That was my plan. But now the bike came out so much better. It's so much more beautiful. So much more love went into it. I learned so much along the way. And now I gotta work a little bit harder. I gotta work a little bit harder to sell my tickets. What's the big deal? Now, if I could sell my tickets now, I can sell my tickets anywhere. So now I don't have something to my advantage to hustle. So I gotta really hustle, and this is a test for me to see, hey, will this work out? Is this something that I could really do? Because if I can't sell my tickets now, how am I gonna be able to sell them anywhere, in any time of the month, any time of the year, So there's a reason why everything falls into place at a certain time. So just keep that in mind, and just pray to God that you doing everything right, and ask him for advice. Ask him to lead you on the right path. Ask him to show you, what you're missing, what you need to do. Open yourself up to him, and open yourself to be receiving of his ideas, and use your talents and stuff like that. Like, be open and very receptive to everything of that. And that's just the most important thing, because if you're not receptive of God, then why is he even finna tell you? Why is he you're asking this and that, but if you ain't open to his suggestion, why is he even gonna tell you? Because if he just tells you, he ain't gonna waste his breath. Or at least that's what I think. He might tell you anyway, and he might watch you not listen. But I don't know. I'm not God, so I can't say that. But who knows if he's even gonna tell you or not. But the least you could do is be receptive. So then if he does show you, you can know. And that's what I'm gonna leave it at. Hopefully y'all can see the bike in the next couple days whenever these parts come in. I'm looking at them right now. It's all good. More money, but more shit sitting on the shelf for later. But yeah, take care. God bless, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.